हेलो फ्रेंड्स, योर एकेडमिक सर्विसेज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड में आपका स्वागत है।
Hi friends, in this session we are going to create a RDOL circuit. RDOL is basically reversible direct online. You can see these type of starters in motor control centers. Motor control centers is basically known as MCC panels. That is basically a bank of starters, different types of starters you can see in motor control center. Those are basically mainly of DOL, which is direct online, RDOL, reversible motors, and the star delta. These are the three major types of starters you can see in motor control centers. So using whatever we have learned so far, like drawing wires, inserting components, wire numbering, cross referencing and all, we are going to create a circuit. So this will give you an idea how to use wires, how to insert components, how to do the cross referencing. So right now you can see my active project is AutoCAD training module. I have not changed the name of the project. Remember, this is just for a demo purpose, and I am working on sheet number 7, E007. That is the current sheet. You can see the same name, file name here. In this I am going to draw a RDOL circuit. I am not bothered about the technicality of the circuit, because the same circuit you can draw in many ways. So I am not bothered about how it functions. My intention is just to demonstrate you how I am using wires and components insert functions. Okay. First of all, what I am going to do is I am going to draw a three-phase line. So I will go to this option, go space horizontal. In this way I will draw a three-phase line. The same thing you can draw in this way also. Draw one line, another, 3, and the same thing I can do like this also. See, I have drawn one wire. Now I apply copy AutoCAD electrical, copy circuit. I will copy this, I will place it here. Again I will copy it. I can place it just below this. See, there are different options. So the best one for me, I always use this option. It's very easy. Okay. And the first thing what I am going to do is I am going to insert a circuit breaker into this line. Circuit breaker you can see here. Here I will choose 3-pole motor circuit breaker, this one, which is a MCCB. The symbol shows it is an MCCB. MCCB stands for molded case circuit breaker. MCB like MCB is, it's miniature circuit breaker. This is molded case circuit breaker, MCCB. I am going to insert it here. Down. The tagging I have already shown you how to put this prefix in the circuit breaker. I mean, whatever component it is. This is the family is CB. CB is the family circuit breaker that will come as a default, and you can see this 7 comes here because I have set the prefix as 7 as sheet number. That's why it is coming. I am not bothered about the descriptions and all. Now I am just putting a rating 125 ampere circuit breaker. Okay. Of course you can choose the catalog number, you can put the description, installation code, location code, everything. While if you are serious about making a project, you should always provide these informations. Now this is just for a demonstration, that's why I am not going in detail. Okay. Now you see it is done. You can see the 125 ampere, the ampere rating appears in all the 3 ports. In fact, if you don't want that to happen, you can hide In this way, the other option of hiding is just to place the component above this, your cursor above this component, right click, this option will come. Here you can see attributes here. Here also you can see hide attributes, edit attributes, all options are here. Okay, so this is done. Now the second thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a overload relay, thermal overload relay. I will find, yeah, it's here, 3-phase overload relay. I'm going to insert here, down 7OL1. Let us say this is 80 to 125 ampere setting. Okay, now you see the rating is there in the top pole. If I want to bring it down, what I will do is I will move the attributes. Just in this way. This way you can do. Now I will insert a motor too. 3-phase motor I am going to insert here. Okay, you see it is automatically got connected to the 3 terminals of this motor. So this is my power circuit, and here I will write few text. This is my 415 volt AC incoming supply, and let us say it is coming from interpanel bus bar. Bus bars. Okay. Interpanel bus bar. Now you see this, all these wires, we drawn all these wires in the layer wire. So if you go and see the current layer, it is in wires. Now with the text and these lines, in fact I don't want these lines in wire layers. If it is in wire layer, what happens is when I do the wire numbering, for example if I just do the wire numbering drawing word, what happens is see the wire number comes here too. I don't want that. So make sure these are not in the wire layers. So I'm just changing the layer. I have changed the layer now. Okay, you can go here, you can choose a 0 layer or some other layer and select these components. There are many shortcuts. So I have changed the layer to 0. Now this is all about my power line, the 3-phase line. Now if I want to move this component little bit here and there, so what I will do, I will use scoot command. So scoot like the components. It is asking, but these 2 poles also you want to move along with the first one? Yes, I want. God, just move. But never use move commands. Never use move command. Just use scoot. Okay. Now coming back to we are going to draw a RDO. So what I will do is I will insert a 3-phase starter contactor here. This is a power contactor. See, now that prefix 7 is not coming here. You might have noted while inserting this overload relay and the MCCB, it was coming with the prefix 7, that is my sheet number. In this case it is not coming, just because what we are inserting here, these power contacts, this is not basically a parent component, this is a child component. When you insert a parent component, that is in this case when you insert the coil of this particular power contactor, it will come with a prefix. Now this is not a parent contact component, so that is not why it is not coming here. Anyway, let it be like this only. Okay, I'm just putting okay. Yeah, so I want one more power contactor to be just below this circuit. So what I will do is I will use copy electrical copy, just bring down here. Now it is here. R phase I will connect to R, and here R I will connect to Y, and here Y I will connect to here, and this one I will connect to here. This is RDOL, because in this we have to interchange any two phases. Now the rest I will trim like this. I will trim the rest. Don't use delete, trim. Now you can see here it is connected. While this motor runs, this power conductor is on, R will go in this direction through the stop. But while this one comes into picture, two phases will reverse, and the motor will also start running in reverse order. So that is why it is called RDOL circuit. So this is the overall power. Okay, if we want to move a component, you can use this also. AE move. If you type AE move, it will ask you to move the component. That way also you can do. And AE move circuit, you can move the whole circuit. In this way you can move the circuit. Of course, all these options are available here. Move circuit, see, move circuit, copy circuit, everything is here. And it totally depends on you how you want to use, whether you want to use your keyboards or icon menus. It is totally left to you. I am more comfortable with keyboards, that's why I am showing you in this way. See, now the next thing what I am going to do is I am going to make a control circuit for this power feeder, this starter feeder. I will draw a wire here, a wire here. Fine. Now here I am going to insert a circuit breaker. Again, let it be a circuit breaker, single pole, CB2. Okay. Now I want to insert one more pole. What I will do? Second circuit breaker. See, this option I will insert. Okay. So parent. Now I select this one. Okay. Now you see the cross referencing also appears here. 9 and 10 is the cross referencing. If you don't want that right now, what you can do? Attributes, hide. You can hide those. And in fact this both are same. Okay, different poles of a component. And if you want to show it using a link line like this one, you can find it here. Sorry, here, like link components with the dashed line. Just select the top one and bottom one. Yes, this is connected. Now this has become part of one circuit breaker. And next thing what I will do is I will insert a auxiliary contact of this circuit breaker in this wire. Okay, I want to insert that. So I will go to circuit breaker. Yeah, we are already there. Circuit breaker. Here you can do auxiliary contact. Circuit breaker auxiliary contact. I can find it here. I will put one auxiliary contact here, and that should be of the main circuit breaker. So I will select this option, parent, and go and pick this one. Okay. Now that is here. circuit breaker. Okay, this is the power auxiliary conduct of this 7CB1. I have inserted that here. Now I will insert a control relay coil. I will insert it here. 7CR1. Fine. I will connect these two here. Now what happens is, this is my control circuit breaker, and in fact what I will do, I will copy this portion here. Let us say this is 110 volt AC control supply. Okay, the customer is giving us 110 volt AC for control supply. All our coil control relays all of 110 volt AC. So next, just below this, I will draw another wire here. Again here I want to insert a component, NO contact of this control relay. So I will go to relay NO contact. Here I will insert the NO parent, go and pick this one. Now you see I have inserted one NO contact of this particular relay. After this, suppose if I want to insert two terminals for customer interlock, customer may require two TBs there, he will take it to the field for his purpose. I can choose any of the TBs. There are many. I'm just picking this round one here. I'll put here. I will put one more here. Okay. In between I am going to trim. So this is basically for customer interlock. I will write down here customer interlock. Again, you should take care of the layer. Should change the layer. This is for customer interlock. Customer may require two wires to take from here. He may connect a device in the field. If he is not using, we can simply short these two TBs here. So this is here. Now again here I want to put two more TBs. So I can copy this component. Sometimes you cannot pick this so smoothly. It is jerking. My mouse is jerking because here you go and see the snap mode is on. So if you want to avoid it, just keep the snap mode for the time being, just for picking those. Keep it here. Again for the next one, AE copy component. I am selecting this one here. I don't want this here. In fact, the same circuit we can copy from the customer. We can copy the customer interlock circuit even here. This is digital output DO from PLC. This one command coming from PLC. Okay. Now what I will do is, I will put a power contactor coil, the coil of this power contactor, motor control starter coil. I am going to insert 7M1. Okay, 7M1. This is my forward. Forward is basically this one. We have already inserted the child of this. but we inserted the parent later on. So I want to change this m into 7m1. So what I will do is go to edit, select this parent 7m1. Okay, so it is asking, it has three components, three poles. Do you want to update all these? So you should say yes. Otherwise what happen is, this the top one will become 7m1, the rest will not change, that will remain as it is. The forward, you see the forward we have inserted here, we have provided the description forward here, that automatically appearing here too now. Attribute, move attribute, and this cross referencing I will keep it down. Okay, I can bring it a little bit down. So now the one command come from PLC is coming here. This is for my forward motor. The same thing I want for reverse also. So what I will do, copy circuit, bring it down. It has already automatically become 7m2, but I want this forward to be, I want this to change to reverse. Okay, I have changed to reverse. Now here I will short these two, trim this, it is over. I want to draw one more wire here, fine, this is drawn. Now it should be 7m2, this one. Go to edit, pick this parent, go and select this. Okay, now you can see the reverse comes here. You see the reverse is here. Again attributes, move attributes. In fact these attributes we are moving all the time. If you want to customize these things, you can very well do. You can go to your library, you can change the attribute size, positioning, everything of this particular component, so that every time you don't have to move it here and there. Okay, you just go to your library, you edit there, and when thereafter when you insert these components, it will come in a different place as you desire. So now this is over. Okay, 7m1, 7m2. Now what I want to do is, I will put a interlocking between these two contactors. That is because when my 7m2 is on, 7m1 should not get on. So I will put an NC of this 7m2 here. So what I will do, contactors, relation to contactors, motor control. Here second I will put a auxiliary contact here. I will put here. Parent I will choose this one. Okay, repeat. I want put one here too. That is of parent, this thing. 7m1 I have inserted one auxiliary contact of this 7m1 here and 7m2 here. You can see 7m2 here, the coil is here. This is for interlocking. In fact, this contact should not be NO, it should be NC. So how can we change that? Use toggle switch. Just select this, see, it has become NC. Automatically here also the cross reference will change from NO to NC. So that is the beauty. And in fact I have used a overload relay. Overload relay also you can put it in a circuit. What I will do is, I will put the overload Set icon menu, overload, NC. I will put it in here, overload. Parent, I will choose this one. So the moment the overload trip, the whole circuit will get tripped. Okay, that's my intention. And many people use overload in phase also. Now here I have inserted this in neutral. Many use in phase as well. The different standards. So this is all about inserting this thing. Now, in fact, if you want more things to add, like inserting a push button for start purpose, so test purpose, how can we do that? I will copy one contact component, copy component, circuit breaker. I will copy one component, one more auxiliary of the same thing here. Okay, I will change this NO into NC. No, this is I'm not. I will just delete this. Delete this component here. Insert circuit breaker. Here you will find NO. I'm not getting NC here, so I will just put a relay NC there. Okay, and I put a relay NC here. Parent, I will select this one only. Okay, 7CB1. It will get updated. So 7CB1, I have inserted one NC here. Here I will put a push button operated devices. Here you can see push button. I will put the push button here, 7CB1. This is my test push button for this one, for this forward motor. And if I want to use one more push button here, keep the ortho on. I will slightly stretch this. I will add the wire here. This is for my second motor. These are test push button. While the starter is off, you can test this contactor while these are okay or not, for this purpose only. So this is almost over, this circuit. And if you want few more indications to be added in this, yes, like if you want to add a trip indication, I will copy the particular relay here, 7CR1. okay, icon menu, push button indication lamp. You can see here pilot lights, trip. I'm selecting amber for trip, 70R1. This is my trip indication. Okay, I will put two more. This is my forward on, and I will put one more like reverse on. If you want to change the color, see inside this A comes here, that A for amber. If you want to change that, you can change that too. Otherwise you have to select it from here, which is inbuilt. So what you will do, I will delete this. No, go to icon menu, put the green one, blue or yellow, blue for forward and yellow for reverse. Blue is for forward, okay, and yellow for reverse. Okay, now if I move attributes, move attributes. You can select all these attributes in one go, place it here. Okay, now draw wires. Here again you have to add two contacts. Go to contactors. In fact, you don't have to go to the icon menu again and again. You can copy from here. Okay, copy component 7m1. I'm putting here. So 7m1, I will put one more here just to copy here. This should be 7m2 parent. This is 7m2. Okay, now these two should be NO contacts. If I want to change from NC to NO, use toggle forward reverse. Now my control and power is through. This is basically a circuit for reversible DOL. Okay, these are the three indications. This is one control relay I have inserted. Now you can see the cross referencing is a little bit strange here. It is showing us sheet number line number 2, 3, 4, 21. That means if you go to line number 2, 3, 4, you will find out the contacts like this are 2, 3, 4. If you see here, this is 2, 3, 4. Here it is 2, 3, 4. That is 2, 3, 4. And 21, 14. 21 you will find a NO contact. 21 you will find a NO contact. 21 you will find a NO contact. That is here. And 14 you will find a NC contact. 14, line number 14, you will find a NC contact. That is here. This is how the cross referencing appears. And in fact, if you want to change the cross referencing style, see drawing properties, cross referencing. If I select this option now, let us see what happens. S stands for sheet name. Okay, N for numbering, S for sheet name. Now I have selected, added one S, percentage S before that. Now if I do the component cross reference, this button, component cross reference, active drawing only I am doing. Okay, see, now it is the sheet number comes first and the line number numbering second. In this way you can do. In this way you can change the cross referencing. And let us move on to wire numbering. Wire numbers, drawing weight, you can do. Done. Beautiful. Now you again see this comes here. Even though I changed this layer into 0, still the wire number comes here, catches here. If you list this particular line, you can see it is in layer 0. Still the wire number comes here. You know why? Because here you go here. Here you can see all these are wires inside this particular drawing. 0 is also unfortunately included in this. So what I will do is I will remove 0 from by default. I will select. Right now you see default is 0. So what I will do is I will select wires, make default. So right now wires is my default layer. Then I will select 0 and remove layer. I will remove this layer. Yes. Okay. Now if again I do the wire numbering, see what happened. Drawing wire, it is still here because it was already there. Now what I will do is I will delete the whole wire numbers. Again do. Now it is not there. Now it's not there. So sometimes if you note these types of silly mistake after creating hundreds of sheets, so you don't worry that you have to go to individual sheets and you have to delete all the wire numbers sheet wise. You can delete the wire numbers project wide as well, and you can do the wire numbering project wide as well. So maybe like this simple mistake you won't note it initially. You will repeat save as this drawings and you will create many drawings. Finally you will note down that this is a problem. So don't worry, just go and change the layer from this particular layer from the wire list, that is from here, here you can change. Okay, and later on we will come to one thing here in the project wide utilities. Here you can change the remove the wire numbers, erase the wire number options here, remove all wire numbers. Project wide it will remove all wire numbers. Then you can do wire numbering project wide. So don't worry, that is not an issue. So now you can see the wire numbering, everything is here. And if you want to align the wire numbers, now as far as this control and power is concerned, the drawing is through, but I believe it is not through, because being a good designer, what you should practice is you should make this drawing tidy. Now you see this one ferrule number is here, one here. Actually the methodology what this AutoCAD follows is it places the wire number in the mid of the wire. Okay, so this is the mid of the wire. You see this green small this one, that is the mid of this particular wire from here to here, these two here. See, you see this is the midpoint. Similarly, if you see some other wire, you just select this is the midpoint. So that is the program, how the program reads. But if you want to make it a little bit beautiful, you can always do that. There is a command called AutoCAD Electrical Align. Okay, so select the component first. Now in this line, if you select all these, you can bring all the others the same line. Now you see all is in the same line. You can align in this way wherever if you feel, or you can even move these wire numbers. Just to place your cursor above this, right click, here you will see move wire number. You simply move this wire number a little bit, one or two wire moving. If it is one or two wire numbers, you can just move, but if there is many, just use align. In fact, you can find it is here, align is here you can see align. Same way, move and copy circuit you will see here, copy circuit, move circuit you can find it here. Another way of option is you can see, you use this AutoCAD Electrical copy circuit, it will come automatically. So there are many options. So okay, you follow what you feel is comfortable. See, again this cross referencing format we can change, we can customize this, that I will cover in later stage. We can customize the styles of this cross referencing, even the ferrule number, everything. Just like if I want to put a wire number, a prefix, say let us say W before all these wire numbers. Now if I do the wire number drawing by, it's nothing. Now if I delete the wire numbers, wire number, even now it is not coming here, even though I have changed the prefix here, it is not coming here. Okay, so but it is very much possible. All these things are possible. With the customizing ferrule numbers and components, I will give you a different session. I will devote a different session for these two things, because this is very important functions. So that is how we can create a circuit. Once these types of circuits are created, these are all standard circuits. You can save these circuits in your library. You can reuse this. Here is an option called option, I think it comes here. Once you complete the circuit, you can save the circuit and insert the circuit from like this. You save the circuit somewhere else, you can insert in this way. Here these are all some user circuit inserted like this. You can insert again for future uses. So once, I mean, while creating this standard circuit, devote more time, make it beautiful, and the next time when you want to use it, you don't have to rework on this. Just insert, do the wire numbering, everything is done. Okay, this is how we can create circuits using wires, inserting components, and we also learn how to do wire numbering in a project, in a drawing, and we also seen how to do cross referencing as well. So next session we will touch something else, something new. Thank you. Bye bye.